Hey Fivers, welcome back to another episode of 5 Years to 40, the podcast and community dedicated to millennials who are talking, thinking, and taking tremendous steps throughout their 30s towards a fascinating and fabulous 40-year-old life. On this channel, we like to keep our conversations surrounding 4 pillar topics, which would be our health, our finances, our relationships, and our careers. And tonight's episode is going to be a topic that will touch on all of these pillar topics, because tonight we're talking about declaring your independence. Yes, it's time to be free. Make like Meghan and Harry and let go and declare your independence. Now, you might wonder about my dress up. You might find it's a little extra today, and it's because today is actually Grenada's Independence Day. February 7th is celebrated as Grenada's independence. It'll be 46 years since we liberated ourselves from the Great Britain, and to celebrate that, to honor that, our nation declares a day of wearing a national dress. So people dress up in our national colors, which is yellow and red and green. And the beautiful thing about Grenada's colors, they're so vibrant that everybody's beautiful. You see our school children, they're out in these wonderful outfits. People get very creative. People paint around their houses. Villages get together. They paint stones and tree stumps, and you drive through a place and it's just so much Instagrammable spots on the island tonight. So if you're in Grenada, you're lucky. Take some pictures, post it, tag us in 5 Years to 40 so we can see you and celebrate you as you celebrate our beautiful nation. And I would like to take the opportunity to say, man, I said celebrate a lot, to say happy independence to Grenada, the beautiful spice island of the Caribbean. Cheers to you. Alright, enough of all of that and my gear and my beautiful nutmeg skirt. I'm gonna leave links for where you can get this. This is from Turquoise Orange, a local Grenadian entrepreneur. She is very gifted. She makes these beautiful pieces. I'm gonna leave links to that in case you're interested, and also links for where you can contact the people who produce this beautiful fabric, this nutmeg printed. See? My skirt is made from. Anyhow, let's get right into the topic. That was a very long intro. So today we're talking about all the things that by the age of 35 you should just be completely independent of. And if you have been independent of these things, cheers to you. But I'm just figuring a lot of them out, so bear with me. Maybe they might inspire you to do something, or maybe you might be like, girl, that could be entertaining too, right? So let's go into it. The first thing is judging other people. Like, this is where I am right now. Unless somebody's behavior is impacting or influencing or having some discomfort to my health, my relationships, my finances, and my career, do you, boo? Do you? I don't need to know what you're doing or who you're doing it with or why you're doing it or when you're doing it. It's like, live and let live. If you're comfortable, if you think this makes you happy, even if I don't understand some of it, do you? I have decided to increase my threshold of tolerance of people, and for 2020 it's been going really great. And so I'm liberating myself from the need to wonder, well, why don't you just do this? Or why are you in a relationship that's not making sense? Or why are you hanging on to something that is not feeding you or fulfilling you? Or why don't this person just walk away? Or why doesn't this person just do more? Or why doesn't this person... That's me judging, and I'm done. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing I'm giving up out is to worry. Let me tell you, in previous years, like, worry was like a favorite pastime. I would sit and worry about things and wonder why I'm not getting this done, or worry truly is useless. It's a useless use of your mental utility, and I made up that little statement all by myself. And I tell myself this all the time. It's a useless use of mental utility. Do not do it. And you know, the funny thing is, 99% of the things we worry about never has happened. Never happens. Like you sit down, you worry, you need to get a certain thing done by a certain time, and then the time come and the person who you have to get it done for wasn't even checking on it, or you didn't even need to get it done the way you thought you should have gotten it done. Just stop worrying. Worrying is useless, right? So we can agree to that. Declare independence from worrying and walk away from it. And a great way for doing that, what I've found, is to just have more faith and to take action. So whenever something comes up and starts stirring up my spirit and making me feel like, oh my God, I need to worry about it, I just say, look, things always work out for me. I must believe this. I must trust that God is going to do the things he needs to do for me, and I leave it there. And if there's something I need to do, I'm going to get up and get inspired and act, but I'm not going to sit here and worry about it. The third thing we're going to talk about is overthinking and needing to know everything, which is not very far from worrying. Worrying and overthinking is almost the same thing, but overthinking and needing to know is the dark side of being a planner. And I like to be organized. I like to know the plan, know what's going on, who's in it, who's coming next, what part are they going to play, what part they're going to leave. And it's wonderful to be organized. Being organized keeps you on track, but when it gets crippling to the point where you have conversations in your head like, if I tell this person that, they're gonna see that, and then I'm gonna see this, and they're gonna say, stop overthinking a situation, and just allow yourself to relax and allow yourself to live and allow things to unfold as they should. Prepare as much as you can. Be discerning, of course, but stop overthinking and stop needing to know everything. You don't need to know everything. You're not Jesus. You don't need to know everything. The fourth thing is complaining. Oh, stop complaining. There are plenty of things that we dislike about ourselves. We don't like our weight. We don't like our clothes. We don't like our jobs. We don't like our hair. And we just complain about it. We complain and we do nothing about it. Complaining is just like worrying. It solves no problems. If you know that there's something you need to do, talk about it, but try to solve the problem instead of talking. Speaking of hair, if you all know anybody, if you know a place or have a suggestion for a wig, because I would say I'm not a wig person, but listen to me, my hair has more personality than me on some days, and it's not gonna work. It needs to calm down sometimes. So I just need a wig that will work well with my hair, that allow me to, when it starts acting up, I can just put something over it and go to work or go out and look proper without looking shook. So if you guys have any tips, please leave it in the comments. Help a sister out, please. I thank you. Right, so stop worrying. The other thing is, the fifth thing I'm declaring my independence on, is the fear of other people's opinions. Whew, child, that's a good one, because I needed to do that for years now, and I am declaring it over. It's done. I'm finished. No more. People's opinions. The truth is, we will consider people's opinion because we're wired for connection. We do value groups. We do value approval. We do value, connection, relationship. And again, this is the dark side of relationship. You want the people around you to like what you do, or like you, or like how you behave, and that doesn't always happen. Stop doing things to please other people also. The Auntie Oprah calls it the disease to please. Like you would say you would commit to doing something or going somewhere or helping someone something when you don't really want to do it, but you just don't want to make anybody vex by saying no, so you go along with it. Yeah, I'm done with that. I done an independent. I could make a flag for that one. Trust me if I tell you, I am independent of that. The sixth one is failure and rejection. So I'm declaring my independence on that because the truth is there's no such thing as failure. When you really come down to it, there's only two things that could happen from any attempt you make in your life. Two outcomes. You could either win or you could learn. Win or learn, right? And every time you hold your ideas, your thoughts, your creativity back because of fear of failure and rejection, like people may not like it, you're robbing yourself and you're robbing other people. And the robbing other people is critical, because the truth is, you see that spreadsheet, you know, if you start using it, it can help everybody in your organization, but you're just thinking, if I do it, they ain't gonna like it. The supervisor over there go say you ain't go good and whatnot. And so you had an idea, you know how the problem is solved, but you just ain't doing it. Do it anyway. And if it gets rejected, save it, because 5 years from now, that idea could be worth $2 million. You don't know where you're going to end up. You don't know who is going to come into your organization one day and say, why are we doing this way? And you can pull it out from a drawer, or you could tell them, well, I know how to solve your problem, and I can be a consultant. Rejected right now, keep your ideas. You're working in a garage shop, you're working in a factory, you're working in a laundry, you're working making bakes, whatever. There's a technique that you alone know that can save time and save money and create a huge difference in the right hands. That is worth millions. Trust your instinct on it. Develop the idea. Even if the idea is rejected by the people now, nothing remains the same. Mistake, learn from every rejection and keep going. I believe in you. I know it. I know that you're holding in your hands $1 million. Well, in your head. So get it out of your head, right? Okay, so we declare independence on that, and we're getting rich on failure and rejection. As a matter of fact, rich on failure and rejection. So let's go. The seventh thing is disliking your past. There's nothing in your past that is greater than the things that are in your future. That's really all I gotta say. Nothing in your past, not the finances you can hold on to, not the job that you had to leave, not the weight that you can't seem to get right, not the relationships that you keep coming out of and in on, and the situationships. Jesus, fix it. These situationships gotta stop. that keep going around. There's nothing in your past that is greater than what's in your future. No matter what nobody say, you have to know this and you have to believe it. Okay, so get over, emancipate yourself from this fear of your past and disliking your past. Everything you did to this moment was building you to be the person you are today, to help somebody, to be a story for somebody, to hold space for somebody, because you knew the things you experienced, you knew the things you endured, and you could help to also emancipate somebody else. So declare your independence on it, stop being afraid of it, and use it to help you. But your future is greater, baby. Forward. Independent, forward. All right? The eighth thing is toxic friends. This is 2020. That ain't even reading. Toxic friends ain't reading. Okay? Let it go. As a matter of fact, I have to do a whole episode on this toxic friends, because at 35, we should be getting these friendship things right. The ninth thing is comparing your life. Listen, we're all of us doing the best we can, and we're all doing wonderfully well. So somebody has a car, and the girl who has a car, the girl who has a baby, the girl who has a husband, the one who has a husband is looking at the girl with a car and wishing she could be her. The girl who has the baby is looking at the girl who is single and all her beautiful pictures on Instagram and thinking, damn, I wish I could declare her independence from comparing other people. Celebrate people. Collaborate with people. Don't compare yourself to nobody. Do you. And the 10th and final thing I'm declaring my independence on is waiting to be happy. And that one struck me. I think I had to pay attention to this. I'm just going to go ahead and be happy and find a reason every day to be grateful and happy. And that has worked wonders with how I approach everything. Like I remind myself, is this making you happy? If it's not, girl, let it go. Like I'm not doing the whole arguing or saying this is not right or this is not fair or somebody should be doing this or somebody should be doing that. Like I'm counting it all joy. I just believe that everything will work out, and I'm trusting in that. Stop waiting to be happy. I hope this was useful, and if it was, let us know how. Please be sure to leave a comment. Tell a friend about this channel. Follow this channel. Like, subscribe, share the information with a friend, another millennial, somebody who needs to declare their independence. Is that an independence sign? I don't even know, but look, it feels like a strong independent thing. And again, look for the information on these earrings and on these skirts. Thank you so much for being with us this week. Have an amazing week, guys. Bye.